Hey guys, I'm Mark,
and I'm Elian,
and welcome to another episode of Grow With Me. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about our recent pickup from Crystal Nurseries up in East Willenbury.
Yep, Crystal Star is one of our favorite people to order some rare uncommon plants.
Absolutely, one of the premier places to find some gems that you might be looking for. But when they do restock, you gotta go quick on the browser.
So we want to share with you guys our haul.
All right, see you in a bit.
So it was a really fun pickup. Going to Crystal Star, I always love it because the view is amazing. I'm gonna put in some clips for you guys. Going there and going back, it was really beautiful. Even going back, the sunset was really beautiful. Seeing all the farmland and where they're situated right now, it's also a nice, gorgeous spot here in Ontario. And yeah, so when we arrived there, we actually ran into Eric. Eric gave us some updates about the nursery. There's going to be some big stuff happening, and Ellen also was really helpful as always by phone and by email. So the first plant we're going to show you guys is this Hoya Elagiorum, or could be pronounced Elagiorum or Elagiorum. And this plant is actually native to the Philippines. A lot of Hoyas are native to the Philippines, but this will eventually bloom with red flowers. And of course, as some of you may know, Hoyas have really gorgeous, beautiful flowers that look like, to me at least, like bubblegum. And and this one is gonna have red-looking cherry bubblegum. And these are the leaves that come with it. And the stem looks like it's gonna be growing. It's already grown as a barky kind of stem. So as it grows and matures, I have a feeling it's gonna be a really strong stem holding it up the rest of the way. Hoyas are vining plants, so we are gonna try to vine it on this trellis, but as it gets bigger, we're probably gonna put it on a larger moss pole. And if you guys are looking for moss poles, by the way, we have a couple of them. His name is Daniel De Leon, but his username is Dandelion.
That's Kuya Dandelion to you.
Yes, Kuya. Kuya means older brother in Filipino or Tagalog. I'll put a link down below to his page. So yeah, this is the Hoya Elagiorum. And as always, Ellen and Eric have very high quality plants, well taken care of.
The next plant that we got from Crystal Nursery is the Hoya Longifolia, also known as Hoya shepherdii. Now, this also has a few common names like shepherd's Hoya, or, which is very apparent, string bean Hoya, because of the shape of these long, fine, spear-like leaves. Now, the leaves are kind of blue-greenish in color, but their shape is quite unique amongst the Hoyas. That being the case, it's still a vine, which can grow about 40 feet long, and it does really well when you're growing it indoors if you have a trellis to wrap it around. You can also grow it outdoors in certain climates. I know that it is grown outdoors in places like California and Florida and Kansas as well. But the other thing that people like about Hoyas, and this one, is the fragrance of their flowers, which are grown in 2 to 3 inch clusters called peduncles. Now, this specimen had a peduncle here, and I think that the next time it grows flowers, it grows from the spurs of the old flowers, so it might flower again right here. The flowers of the Hoya Longifolia are ivory in color, and they are said to be more fragrant in the evening.
Our third Hoya is the Hoya Neo Buddhica. And this is also known as the golden wax plant. I like to call this plant as the peaches and cream plant only because it has beautiful apricot cream colored blooms what's supposed to have apricot cream colored blooms. And like other blooms of Hoyas, they look so tasty that you just want to pick at them and eat them. That's why I call it the peaches and cream plant. The Neo-ebudica looks very similar to some Dischidias, particularly the Dischidia ovata, I would say. But it's not a surprise because Dischidias and Hoyas are very closely related. They're actually cousins. But yeah, this is the beautiful Hoya Neo Buddhica.
Now our surprise plant from Crystal Star Nursery isn't a Hoya, but actually a lipstick plant. This is Hoya Longifolia, also known as Black Pagoda, and it is a plant that is native to tropical Asia, but will tolerate drier conditions. Now, this plant makes for an excellent basket plant because of the way that it vines and the way that its bright orange and yellow colored flowers explode in a cluster from a bud that resembles, guess what? A lipstick tube, hence the name.
Okay guys, thanks for watching another episode of Grow With Me and checking out our choices of Hoyas at Crystal Star Nursery.
And lipstick plant.
Yes.
And if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications. And in the meantime, keep on growing!
The Hoya Elagiorum, as you can see here, has waxy looking oval shaped leaves with tiny pointed tips. When this blooms, it will have waxy bright red orange clusters of flowers, and the center of its flowers will be golden white with a sweet fragrance. These flowers will attract bees and butterflies in the summer and are super easy to take care of. You can base your care on the typical Hoya care guide. Water only when it's dry and give it bright light.
The Hoya Longifolia have leaves resembling string beans, as we mentioned, and its blooms will have pretty star-shaped white waxy flowers with a dark center. It's known to be a fast grower and can be grown on either a trellis or from a hanging basket.
The golden wax plant, known as the Hoya Neo Buddhica, have waxy light green leaves with veining and have even lighter green leaves underneath. Its blooms will be cream colored with purple centers. Again, this Hoya is super easy to grow and can either be trellised or dangled down from a hanging basket. This is a perfect plant for a new plant parent.
Another name for the lipstick Black Pagoda is Escyananthus radicans Black Pagoda. It has dark green leaves with a dark purple pattern underneath its leaves. It has tubular blooms with bright yellow flowers and is often mistaken for a calumnia since they both have beautiful tubular blooms. The difference is that the pistil is more pronounced with the Black Pagoda.